right, test, test, test. All right, well, everything looks good, and I'm just going to go ahead and probably keep this one short because I'd actually just tried this, and I did not hit the right button apparently, so I screwed the pooch on that, and I'm just going to quickly go over my week 2021 NFL Week 4 pick results: 10 wins, 6 losses. Bengals scrape by Jacksonville on Thursday night. The Falcons lose as they are prone to do, and they are very untrustworthy. And don't look now, but maybe Washington's a lot more stable of a football team than I gave them credit for. So only time will tell, but um, I got to say, when you go on the road to Atlanta and win, that says something, or at least it used to. The Bills beat the Houston Texans at home, and that's no big surprise, but the fashion in which they're doing it is somewhat eye-opening. So, Buffalo, man, just look out because they seem like they are dynamite now. My Lions pick against the Bears didn't turn out real well, but hey, that's what picking games is all about. Dallas looked good. Miami lost. Cleveland scraped by, and how about the Giants going into New Orleans and spoiling their homecoming? And you know, I don't know if it's because the Giants played good or New Orleans played terrible, but New Orleans has proved themselves to be unreliable. That you can't really count on them, and I certainly would not wager on them unless it was maybe wagering against them. Um, the Tennessee Titans, they lost to the New York Jets, who had been terrible, but they finally got their first win. So maybe they're going to right the ship and play at least spoiler to other people who may have otherwise, been in the playoff conversation. So Kansas City goes on the road to Philadelphia, and they win, but Philly gave them a fit. So that's good for Philly. I mean, they're scrappy. Arizona goes on the road to the Los Angeles Rams and wins and defeats them pretty soundly. So that was a win that was long, long overdue for the Arizona Cardinals. And maybe, just maybe, the Cardinals are really that good, and maybe, just maybe, they're going to continue stomping on. Only time will tell, but I got to say that right now, Arizona's looking pretty damn impressive. So we will see if that trend continues. Seattle scrapes by San Francisco, and once again, a classic NFC West matchup, typical and expected. So, but Seattle did get the win, and Baltimore goes into Denver. They knock Teddy Bridgewater out of the game, and Baltimore wins on the road. The Packers win against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and man, Pittsburgh is just really, really reeling. I don't know when it's going to get any better for them, and I don't know if it is going to. That's really the question. I mean, we may actually see the Cincinnati Bengals finish higher in the NFC North than the Pittsburgh Steelers do. So they've got to get things right, and they need to do it quick as we head into Week 5. And then Tampa goes to New England. Tom Brady returns to New England with his new team, and they barely scrape by because of a missed field goal. But Tampa Bay gets the win nonetheless. And then on Monday Night Football, the Raiders get down and they start scraping and climbing their way back, and it's too little too late as the Raiders lose to the Los Angeles Chargers. All right. So I want to talk about one. First of all, I think I need to, before I start reading stories, I need to apologize about being late with the live stream. The reality is that I did not hit the start stream button, so that's what happened. It's my fault. I should be better than that by now. So if people join me at 12:45 and were expecting it to go live, and then it never did. You know, I could see them getting frustrated and leaving. So, but I want to talk about this MMA fight that was just announced. So, all right. So this was from October 3rd. Dustin Poirier agrees to UFC lightweight title fight versus Charles Oliveira on December 11th. Dustin Poirier will indeed get his chance to hold UFC gold by the end of the year. Poirier, 28-6, has agreed to challenge Charles Oliveira, 31-8, for the lightweight championship at UFC 269 on December 11th. All right, so the rest of this stuff is just kind of fluff, but I just want to go ahead and make a prediction here. No disrespect to Dustin Poirier at all, but I just feel like this is going to be kind of similar to his match against Khabib. I think Charles Oliveira will fight Dustin on the feet for as long as he needs to, but I think his end goal is going to be to try to get him down and to choke him out, or some form of submission, because that's kind of Oliveira's game. If we take a look at his stats here, see, I don't want to watch no video. If we look at his stats here, he defeated Michael Chandler via KO, TKO. Before that, he won unanimous decision, then sub, KO, TKO, KO, TKO. And I'm not saying that Poirier can't win the fight, because he most certainly can, but I'm just saying that this is one of those guys that I think is going to Oliveira, I think, is going to try to fight to his strengths, and I'm not saying that he's not a strong striker, but what I am saying is that if you're going to go in with a strategy, the reality is that if you're better than somebody else on the ground, then you're going to want to try to get them on the ground. So I'm sure Oliveira will fight on the feet as long as he has to, but I think eventually he'll try to take Dustin Poirier down and submit him to retain his title, and I think he'll do that, but only time will tell. So it would not hurt my feelings to see Dustin Poirier win at all, but I'm just saying that this guy right here is going to be a tough dude. I don't know that he's as tough as Khabib was, but I know that this guy is no slouch. So only time will tell. It'll be an interesting fight, and I actually look very forward to seeing that. All right, so let me go ahead and check the comments. All right, so no comments, and that's cool. I hope everyone out there is doing well. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I do appreciate it, and I'll be back with a better live stream next week, perhaps. And until then, please, please, please be good to yourselves and each other, and I will talk to you all later. God bless.